Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we want to take a deeper look at the Dragon Bet strategy, which I already showed like a couple of days ago, but with the small minor tweaks. And I took a look at a couple of other YouTubers, and I did test a lot by myself as well, because we were building right now a lot of bases. So I had a small changes to the spells. Right now I'm using only 5 bets and 4 freezes. The reason for that is because normally you don't really find this huge area with no splash damage in any base. And that's pretty much the base you want to take if you have only 2 free spells. But most of the bases have pretty good coverage of splash damage, which means you need those free spells. So this is going to be the army which we will try to test out today. And before we jump into the attacks, I'm really sorry for not uploading or like having to like reschedule the video of yesterday, because I had a couple of mistakes in the video and I couldn't like keep it online because, well, there was like a screen all the time in the video without showing the actual replays, etc. And I couldn't fix it because like my day right now looks like I'm waking up, getting ready for the videos I have to record for the English and German channel. And then when I'm done, I'm normally trying to get to the other guys on Discord, and then we're testing bases. And yesterday we tested, I think, for 9 hours bases. So it took a long time, and we finally had a couple of guys together, so we had to test a couple of bases, and I had no time pretty much to like redo the videos. I'm really sorry for not doing that. And well, let's get into the first attack, and hopefully this video is going to be nice. Sorry for yesterday. Okay, let's try to take a first look at our first base. We have the 2 sweepers pointing over here. We have a couple of air defenses. We have quite a heavy core. So it would be nice to get into the town hall, but for that we have to somehow get rid of the eagle. One thing as well, the 2 heroes are a little bit annoying over there. So let's check out if we can somehow make it possible that we can like create pathing into the town hall, at the same time get rid of the eagle. That's pretty much the goal at this point. So what do? We do the Ice Golem first, the queen, after that the king, then we do 2 loons over here just to funnel, and then we try to get the queen inside. Let's try this. Okay, wall break, perfect. We get rid of the enemy queen, which means our queen should eventually go inside to the eagle, which is nice. Meanwhile, our king is still getting rid of the enemy heroes. I don't think that he will get the air defense, but it's okay. The enemy CC is coming out, but should go to our king, which is nice as well. So let's see how much we will get with our queen. P.E.K.K.A, etc. should go to our Ice Golem first and should get frozen. Let's use the queen ability. Okay, we will get the warden as well. So what we do is 1, 2, 3. Then coke loons over here. 1, 2, 3. Then the main portion of the loons over here. We use the slammer for one of the outside inferno towers, I think. Let's freeze over here to not lose the dragon too early. We will delay the freeze a little bit. Now it should be a good time. And then we use the slammer for the inferno tower. And then we will rage the loons into the back end over here pretty much. So let's freeze. Well, use the warden ability over here. Then we use the freeze, bats, rage, wizard, freeze. Okay, bats are coming in. Tower should go down at some point, I guess. We use the freeze again for the bats. Bats are coming in for the rescue. And this should be it, even though it was super sloppy. Holy cow, that was so bad. But the bats are coming in and should clean everything up. That was nice. Okay, let's put the P.E.K.K.A over here. And the giants. No, bats, stop it. Go on the defense. Okay. Yeah, this should be a triple. Even though it was super sloppy. Because I completely underestimated that there could be the Tesla farm, which was super annoying. And I wanted to save the rage for the loons to take out this air defense, because otherwise it would be super hard for my dragons to get inside there. I should have used this rage to cover the tower as well, to make sure that to get rid of that earlier. But at the same time, it just shows you how powerful the strategy is. Even though I'm doing so many mistakes, it's still a triple. So let's get into the second attack and see whether we can improve on our Okay, this is a pretty much similar base than the last one, but it's a bit like different in the setup. It has those outside boxes as well. I think it's one of the most used trophy bases at the lower ranks. So it's nice to get some practice against that. Obviously, it's not maxed. I'm right now not that high in trophies, so I don't face always those maxed bases. That's something I have to live with, I guess. And, well, what we do on this one, I try to go normally for the queen. I try to get as much value as possible with my king and my queen, obviously. And at the same time, funnel for my second phase, which are the dragons. Then, the main idea behind that as well is to actually get the pathing for the dragons. And that's something to always keep in your head, I would say. When you're planning the bets, you always have to look whether there are only defenses, which means if you get rid of those defenses, you have great pathing. And the other thing is that if they're like mixed into the base, non-defense buildings, it's really hard to actually create the pathing, what's normally the goal of the bets. So if you try to build based on your own and you try to defend against Dragbet, always try to mix in a couple of buildings. It could be, I don't know, it could be storages, it could be normal collectors, whatever. But the main point is that there should be some normal buildings as well to not get like huge pathing advantage. Because like on this one, I can make sure that my dragons are pretty much going through the base and not having to like watch left or right or whatever. They can just like go straight through the town hall because on their flanks there are no defenses anymore. So that's something to keep in mind. And yeah, this is going really smooth. Obviously, once again, single Inferno Towers, so that's kind of easy for the Dragbet to take. As soon as you have those multi-Inferno Towers, it's getting a little bit more annoying, especially if you have those max spaces. But it's still a strategy which is super powerful right now. And I think just like it's a really good option for war as well. If you have those single Inferno Towers, if you have those really AD heavy areas where no splash damage is around. So it's a strategy which has a reason for being so powerful. But at the same time, if you do it for war, you have to consider maybe just using the spam dragons. I did a video on that already a couple of days ago. And the single Inferno Tower has no chance to get through all of my dragons. And this means this is going to be a triple with, I think, better execution than the last one. But at the same time, this base was a little bit weaker when it comes down to the upgrades. So we will have one more attack and I will try to find a better upgraded base. But at the same time, like I said, it's not too easy to find those real upgraded bases down here in Legend League. So let's try to have a next one. This is going to be, well, I don't know, like a couple of the defenses are maxed. The Town Hall isn't. I don't know why this guy upgraded most of his Archer Tower even to max without upgrading his Town Hall. It's just stupid. So if you're getting a Town Hall 12, upgrade your Town Hall, your Inferno Towers, and your Eagle ASAP because those things are so powerful. Even though you might, like, this is really heavy for the war map, but you should just not care. Like, it's so important that you have those defenses. Okay. What we did there, we waited for the mortar shot. On this one, I tried to show you guys how important it is to actually find the right spot for your heroes to actually create first off pathing and second off try to get value and defenses as well. On this one, we will get the air defense, the first one. We will get the sweeper and then we have a look whether we will get the second air defense or even the eagle, maybe even the Inferno Tower. It depends pretty much on how much my queen can take out over there. So she's going for the X-Bow, which is another important building as well because X-Bows in general do a lot of damage to dragons or like overall a lot of damage. My queen is sadly going through the wall, which means I won't get the eagle down, but still we have a nice value over there, or we got quite some value. I think watching this attack right now, because I'm like speaking over it, would have been maybe better to drop all of my, or try to get all of my dragons onto the eagle next to the sweeper. But this was the next best option, I think. I tried to make sure to drop my slammer onto the eagle, which didn't work. So I had to use a rage early, which I should have saved because I tried to make sure that my dragons are getting actually inside. I was able to save to use my warden ability early, which means I did not have to save it because this town hall is not maxed, so there's no Giga Bomb whatsoever. And then I'm using the bats to try to snipe out the eagle, but at the same time, you see how much value those bats have. Nearly not that much, I think. If you compare it to other spells, maybe, I don't know, even more free spells, stuff like this. Yeah. In the end, this is going to be once again a triple. Like I said, it wasn't the best upgraded base, but still a pretty decent layout, and most of the stuff were maxed except the town hall. So a nice attack, and yeah, I just think Dragbat right now is so powerful. At the same time, it's pretty easy to execute. You can pretty much copy at the same time as well at Town 11 and Town 10, because at those town levels it's crazy strong as well. So if you guys want to copy it, do it. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope I see you guys in tomorrow's video again, and I will see you there. See you guys, and bye bye.